We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run,
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Daniels.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Richardson looking to throw.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
To throw, it's May. Throw out wide to Walker.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 42-yard line.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here's May.
And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll throw with May.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Got a man. It's Brown. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Saturday Lion. Bronco 80. Here we go.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Richardson.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Set. Hurt. Mustang 19. Check out.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
65 cat.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. A final shot before break. Daniels. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
throwing after the interception. Daniels, flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's a big play there for the Commanders. 44 yards. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Daniels going to throw for it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Tyquan Thornton,
63 yards.
and the Seahawks open the lead up to 34-0. Richardson will throw for it.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Anthony Richardson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now 2nd and 5.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain of the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now Richardson.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Steps away to his left. Busting free at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now it's Richardson.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Commanders lined up here, and they're going to try for 2 once again.
The Commanders will line up.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll find Metcalf. Into space at the 45.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's May.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.